What this is a pushback in a big way on the Trump administration and their reckless tariffs. And
Mm,
I think they thought no one would notice that they could, bully around the rest of the world and everyone, and no one would notice. When in fact, it's a $4,000 tax on the average American family,
mm,
20,000 more for a new house. So if young people, get to this point of renting and renting and renting and finally want to do a house, it's going to be $20,000 more. So I just think it's
wow.
really important people see this for what it is, that it's a Trump tax. It is not just about Wall Street. Okay, that's what you keep hearing these traders go on, and they're like, complaining about it. It's about Main Street in a big, big.
Mm.
Yeah.
And how have you seen the reaction, like behind the scenes up there, of people? We've seen how the stock market has reacted, right? Everybody's watching it on TV, the bright red lines, all of the chaos, all of the pundits. But when it comes to like the work that the Senate Democrats and yourself are doing, how are you attacking this to make sure that either these tariffs don't go in to place the way that he
Mhm.
wants them to, or that, like you said, the average American is protected from the harm they cause?
Exactly. So what we have done is, first of all, been loud, right? If you look at what we've been doing the last week, I know people like listen. Every day I wake up and I think this guy's so bad, and another
Mm,
thing has happened. I want to be on the right side of history. We are right now. What we're doing is starting with Cory Booker's filibuster, then
mm,
into the measure that Tim Kaine and I introduced that actually passed. We peeled off four Republicans to say there is not an emergency on the Canadian border at
mm,
all, zero. And what you are doing right now is you're actually using that as an excuse. And we got picked off four Republicans: Lisa Murkowski, Susan Collins, states that border Canada. But then,
mm,
interestingly enough, Rand Paul and Mitch McConnell. Does anyone know
mm.
why? Does anyone know why? Why would two Kentucky senators care about this so much?
I don't know.
Bourbon, Kentucky.
Bourbon.
It
Oh,
had
the
been it had been
exports.
taken off the shelves in Canada because, of course, they are hitting back. So we passed that. Now that's headed to the House. We
Mm,
also have, which you referenced, some more work we're doing. What we're doing now with Senator Cantwell and Grassley and myself and a few others, we've got like eight Republicans on this already. So what we're doing is we're saying Trump really doesn't have this power anymore. He's
right.
abused it in my mind, and so going forward, Congress will have the right, as we should have done to begin with, but we don't have it under law anymore, to say yes or no when it comes to these tariffs.